Well, the much-anticipated meet between Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Chinese President Xi Jinping on the sidelines of the BRICS summit has triggered a fresh controversy. While both sides have agreed to handle the border issue, there is controversy over who initiated the meeting between the two leaders. Now, India has dismissed the Chinese claim that the request for a bilateral meet came from the Indian side. Instead, New Delhi says the request for the meeting was pending from the Chinese side. The two leaders held a brief meeting on the sidelines of the summit that New Delhi describes as an informal meet. The Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson later described the talks as candid and in-depth. The brief interaction between the two leaders resulted in what is being seen as a breakthrough. They have agreed to work on easing tensions at the border. China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson says the meeting between the two leaders stressed on the need to improve relations between the two countries and that both sides must handle the border issue properly to jointly safeguard peace in the region. According to an official statement from India's Foreign Secretary, both leaders have agreed to direct officials for expediting disengagement and de-escalating tensions at the border along the eastern Ladakh region.
On the sidelines of the BRICS summit, Prime Minister had interaction with other BRICS leaders. And in that conversation with President Xi Jinping, Prime Minister highlighted India's concerns at the unresolved issues along the LAC in the western sector of the India-China border areas.
A picture showing India's Prime Minister Modi exchanging pleasantries with Xi Jinping while looking away is also doing the rounds on social media, triggering debates on body language of the two leaders. The development is significant for India-China ties. For years now, the military tussle between the two nations have been a major point of contention. In the 2020 Galwan Valley skirmish, 20 Indian soldiers lost their lives and at least 40 Chinese soldiers are said to be killed. However, China has officially reported that only 4 of them were dead. These clashes further triggered a diplomatic standoff with Beijing. Moreover, China's increasing military and infrastructural presence along the LAC has also been a major cause of concern for India's national security. For more on this, our principal diplomatic correspondent Siddharth Simbal has sent us this report. Listen in.
Well, the controversy has started over who started the conversation. The Chinese side claiming that there was a request from the Indian side. The Indian side has dismissed the claim, saying that it was an informal conversation at the leaders' launch. We saw the visuals as well ahead of that crucial press conference on Thursday, where expansion was announced, that both the leaders were having some kind of conversation and there was a handshake as well. But essentially what matters is that what will be on the ground in terms of de-escalation. Remember, as the Indian Foreign Secretary said, that the 3 key focus area from the Indian side was first, concerns over situation at the line of actual control. Second, of course, whatever happens at the border impacts the wider relationship. And third, of course, that the leaders of the two countries will direct the officials of the countries for an expeditious de-escalation. Now, this is something that matters, the most practical development on the ground. Relationship between the two countries have fallen since the aggressive actions by the Chinese in 2020, and the focus remains as to how situation can be resolved at the line of actual control, where China has multiple times violated the border pacts of 1990s. Siddharth Simbal for WION in New Delhi.